All right, so
So,
here's Vigor, right? Vigor's been out since 2018. Okay,
gotcha.
here's what they have: early access. Our experience has taught us that the importance of receiving early feedback from our players to polish or refine our game. The game's been out since 2018. What do you need to refine? Vigor was initially developed for console platforms, and adapting to PC presents significant challenges. I think that's bullshit. What significant challenges? We see early access as a means to address all challenge issues before free full to play release. It's just a cash grab. It's been out since 2018, and what significant challenges? It's Bethesda. Literally, I mean, sorry, Bohemian. All right. Here is how the full version plans to be different from early access version. We are planning to shift the game to a free to play model upon its full release. As a part of this transition, we anticipate resetting all progress made during early access phase. The game's been out since 2018. What like that just blows my mind. Including in-game items. Nevertheless, those who have purchased Vigor during early access will be able to keep all cosmetics. Well, no kidding, because if you buy early access, you're the only ones that are going to be able to play it. So why add, but we're going to change everything when you buy the thing that doesn't let it change? Am I wrong? Am I understanding that right?
So it's early access. Well,
Let me finish.
I'm guessing. Okay.
Nevertheless, those who have purchased Vigor during early access will be able to keep all cosmetic items from the exclusive Vigor Reinforcements pack. During early access, we're offering players a taste of gameplay and gathering valuable feedback to enhance the full release experience. It's been out since 2018. While early access provides most of the basic gameplay elements, certain features are intentionally limited to align with our early access objectives. Looking ahead to the full release, our plan is to make Vigor free for everyone to play, thereby opening the game's fully array of models such as encounter, elimination, shootout to all players. This move is designed so that players can get unrestricted access to all of Vigor's content, including the latest Battle Pass season and the chance to participate in the possible future events like double XP weekends, blah, blah, blah. When we plan to provide players with the opportunity to build shelters without concerns about progress wipes and gain access to the in-game feature cosmetic shop, a diverse range of cosmetics, blah, blah, blah. All right. The current state of early access version. In the early access version, players will have access to 3 game modes: encounter, shootout, and elimination. Encounter, I think, is like the, from what I remember, it's the loot and shoot. And then you got shootout and then elimination are like team deathmatch modes and stuff. Set in post-war Norway, it's nothing that this version contains the Chronicles Isolation Battle Pass season offering unique military-themed rewards, which apparently get reset. But if you have the early access pack, you get them. You get a battle pass, which why would you buy it? Once again, I don't think you get all it resets everything. Please be aware that early access may contain bugs and issues. We refine the game based on player feedback, which honestly would make more sense if you let it be free to play and then
Yeah, beta,
everyone
so
plays
you
it.
have the most amount. I know.
Right. Access may contain bugs and issues. It's been out since 2018, and I know they're
Yes, but
porting it over to PC,
they're
but
porting it over, which can have a whole host of issues. So
sure.
I'm fine. I'm fine with them saying that.
Okay. That is fair. I'll go I'll acknowledge that, but it's like, why make it why are you putting this behind a paywall if you want? So instead of having 100 people that will play it and give you feedback, you're gonna
You'll
only
have
have 30
20.
people, or 30, yeah, 20. Not saying that's 120 people, but we're not gonna big numbers. um Vigor is a shootout experience where players scavenge for resources and getting intense combat. Right, it was supposed to be like the console's Tarkov back when Tarkov was coming out, and
Well, Tarkov wasn't really. Is that
it was on.
when did Vigor come out?
Vigor came out in
Like
2018.
2018, right?
Tarkov
Yeah.
came before that, but Vigor was their way of going, hey, console players, you want a looter shooter? Here's a looter shooter. And we're only going to make it console only. And now I think that the studio's running out of money or something's going on for them to bring it to PC. And now they're going to
Well,
put
it's
it behind a paywall.
just allowing a new
Audience.
yeah, new audience. So,
Um,
which
yeah,
isn't a bad thing.
will the
And to
game be
port it over, it takes tell. So,
Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not hard to port. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not easy to port a game over, but like,
well, you
what
see with
engine are
like
you
Red
working on?
Dead, and the GTA shit that Rockstar takes like a year to port it over.
Okay.
So,
Well, then, okay. Let's keep reading. What is
yeah.
the current state of early access version? And early access version players will have. Okay, did I read that? Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't. No, I did. Will the game be priced differently during early access? Which to me is confusing. I don't think they released anything about a price for it. So I know everyone says it's $20. Yes, during early
It's not.
access, player. No,
So it's
continue.
not much, but like you really don't get anything out of it. Let's say
Right.
other than playing the game, which will eventually become free to play
And we're gonna wipe everything, and thanks for our feedback. So pretty much you're paying to give them feedback when they could release it to be.
to get that feedback for, well, it's a way to monetize it, but
That's
I think it's a really bad way.
the scummy
Unless if
way.
there's, yeah, unless if there's like shit that comes with the early access version or whatever. Like you get exclusive skins or whatever. Like,
Yeah, well, this exclusive pack access to the game ahead of its full release and awards players with exclusive in-game items. However, upon full release, Vigor will transition to a free-to-play model, opening its doors to all players without the need for initial purchase. The full release will include a number of additional content. So, but if you want people to play and get the bugs out, why wouldn't you just make the game available so everyone could fucking play it, and then everyone could test all the bugs? Because you have all these things that aren't going to be tested during this. Um,
well,
I
just
guess.
more people is just an objective good if you're testing for bugs.
You think it's because of their servers?
That actually could be something. Um, that because of this, this will server load, and they might not have the amount of room planned, I guess you would call it.
Then why don't you
That that that.
just say that?
Well, at that point, just say, okay, we have a limited um amount, I guess. I don't know what to say or
Well, because
call it.
it's like Tarkov. Like we have a lot of server issues, all this stuff. We got to pay for all these things. Let's do the whole up pricing everything. Everyone buy this new deluxe edition, even though you bought the EOD edition. In reality, we need money to create more servers, which was a part of that. So I would rather have them go, hey, it's $20 for early access. We want to limit the servers because we haven't been able to expand it and work on that. We don't want everything crashing and going to shit. $20 but why reset everything? I think it should be the full game for the $20. Let
But
everyone
then
play through it and then keep it.
people that pay money will be ahead of everything. Which
Okay.
uh,
It's not
uh,
like I don't
continue.
know. No, it's just not like skins really make a difference in the game.
No, it really doesn't.
How are we planning? And wait, real quick after this, and then we'll get down to brass tacks on it. How are you planning on involving the community in your development process? Besides a paywall, we intend to employ a variety of methods to gather feedback and engage the community, including Discord, Steam discussions, social media, dedicated surveys, and processing feedback. It would make a lot more sense just letting everyone play it. Discuss.
Well, that's why betas are a thing.
Well, then do a beta.
Well, no. Well, this is what a beta is. It's a pre-launch whatever. It's just behind a paywall,
Right.
which
It's weird.
I'm pretty sure that does happen in some. I don't.
What's the last game
I
that happened to you?
well, you could say that like any EA game or whatever, where you can like pre-order it and get access like 3 days earlier, fucking whatever. I guess you could say it's like that to an extent, but I don't want to because after that X time period, they're gonna wipe everything.
Right. Well, I could say like Hell Let Loose, right? That came out in Tarkov even, but Tarkov wipes. But Tarkov, you know it's gonna wipe. It's not like Vigor every season stuff wipes. You keep everything throughout the whole time you're playing the game.
Yep.
With Hell Let Loose, we all bought the the pre-release, we paid $30, we ranked up, and when they fully released it, when they brought console and everything, and we kept everything, kept our ranks and kept our skins, it was like, hey, we just paid the $30 in order to play it, and we were like the test subjects, and then they upped the price when they
It's not
released
even
it.
that. It's not. Well, yeah, but we were paying game, which had
Right.
content in it. But the thing is that they're going to switch it over to a free to play model. So it's just kind of stupid. Like, just say that, like, okay, if you, ugh, I don't know. I think there's a better way of doing this. Like, make it like the supporter edition or whatever, rather
Right.
than just paying for early access. Like, try to imply that you're trying to help out Bohemia or who I forget. Is Bohemia the devs or
Yeah.
is it a different?
It's
I
Bohemia.
I, I didn't know if they were the publisher.
Um,
Um,
I think they are. Yeah, Bohemia Interactive is the publisher.
who's the developer then?
Bohemia.
Oh, okay, so they're publisher. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, where was I going with this? Sorry.
No, you're good.
Um, like have a supporter edition, so at least people feel like they are trying to help out the studio, which
Right.
then gives you the early access. And I guess maybe um wait for like have like an early access weekend where like we see with like COD or whatever, where like a month or two before the actual release of it,
Right.
we the general populace can play rather than the people that pre-ordered the game.
Yeah,
So it doesn't feel that exclusive.
like 2 weeks before. And the thing is, like, they took they announced it like I think last month they're putting this on PC. They waited up until like a day before it comes out to go, okay, it's gonna come out on the 16th. So because they had no communication this whole time, because I kept checking, well, when is it gonna come out? Like, it's like, okay, so when's the full release? Am I gonna pay $20 and a week later they're gonna release it? Am I gonna pay $20 in 6 months? Are they gonna? Because like, yeah, I'll pay the $20 to play the game if it's gonna be a couple months. If it's gonna be a week and a half, why am I gonna spend $20?
I'm guessing it's
I don't know. I mean, I'll still buy it. I'll still play it because I enjoy the game. And I'll make content for it, and it'd be good to make content for the game because it's a fun game. I just don't like that. I just kind of feel like I'm kind of annoyed by, um, you know, bringing in like paying for a game that's behind a paywall. That I don't know. To me, that just it's kind of annoying.
do you think it would be better if it was like closer to like $10 or something rather
Yeah,
than 20?
yeah.
Okay.
After playing this game on console, yeah, this game is free to play for a reason. I wouldn't spend more than
Mm.
$10 on it. I wouldn't. I mean, $20, okay, sure, $20, but like,
Yeah, like yeah, $20 isn't too much. You're playing, well, paying. I still think $60 is what the value of a AAA game should be. So you're paying a third of what a AAA game should be.
yeah.
Because fuck the $70 bullshit. But sorry.
No, you're good.
Um, it I don't know. I just feel like that they're just trying to monetize this in any way possible and just trying to get some money out of it because they don't know how the Vigor launch on PC is going to be.
It could be really
Um,
good, but if they do it this way, they could piss off people.
yes, you are right about that, but I don't know how. I think they're cautious on how much interest the game has, so they're willing to put this paywall so they can at least make some money back through
Yeah.
the development of porting game over to see if they can, well, make some of that money back.
Right.
And then if it works out well, they're going to switch to a free to play model, monetize it through in-game bullshit, um, and go from there. So still, I think $20 is kind of steep to get early access to what will be a free to play game. I think it should be more like $10.
I think
That's
$10 and you could wipe the game. I think $20 we should keep everything in our progress, and it's not like it's gonna really screw anyone over. It really isn't. I mean, maybe sure you have
Yeah,
better guns, but like, oh no,
does it truly matter?
not really. From what I remember when I played on console, not really. It's like playing Tarkov. It's like I could even Siege. I could go into Siege right now and not know how to play Siege, and I'm gonna get swamped by everyone who has been playing the game. Apex is the same way. New people play Apex and they get completely crapped on by people who have been playing the game since it launched. What's the difference? And it's a looter shooter, so you're not. It's not like in playing you're right, Call of Duty. 2 weeks before the game releases for everyone else, $100 buyers are, ranking all the way up. Their rank doesn't reset. Their guns don't reset. I don't know. I'm a little
Yeah,
disappointed.
a bit, but it's more or less so be it. Like it for people that actually want to play this game, they will spend it, and that's their decision.
What do we get?
Again,
No, keep going. I'm sorry.
what's it?
No, keep going.
People should vote with their wallet.
Yeah.
If they believe that the product is good enough, they will spend that $20, and hopefully, Vigor is a good game.
Well, and that's the thing that, like, as someone that does enjoyed playing this on console, and I haven't played it because I'm on PC now, I want to see the game succeed, and I just feel like that's kind of gonna turn a lot of people away. But you could argue it's just
Yeah,
$20,
paywall will turn many people away.
right?
Hell, for many years when I had like a shitty ass laptop,
Yeah,
um, I just didn't. I only played free to play games. First off, I was only a kid, so I didn't have that much money. But I I don't know. I guess they will make it free to play, so that's the good thing, and you can widen the audience to that much more because the real only wall of downloading the game is probably if you have internet, if you have enough storage space, and
yeah.
if your PC can run the game. Which I'm guessing, seeing this is Bohemia, and I'm pretty sure this is on their old engine. You can run the thing on a potato.
Well, here's the requirements. So minimum are Intel i3 8000 8100, AMD Ryzen 3 1300X, minimum of 8 gigs of VRAM. Or graphics card is an RTX or a GTX 680 in AMD Radeon R9 280. And
Those are
then
relatively old graphic cards.
really old, yeah. Recommended requirements are Intel i7 8700K and an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, 16 gigs of RAM, an NVIDIA GTRX 1060, and AMD Radeon RX 580. Oh, that's funny. Our old graphics cards, we could run
Mm-hmm.
that. But that's the thing. Like, so if that's the requirements for the specs on your computer, and it's on an old engine from 2018, is it really that
Older
difficult
than
to
that,
pull
but
this over to PC?
it just
Takes a lot of
it's
time.
not that it takes. It's hard. Well, it's hard to. Well, I shouldn't say hard necessarily, but it porting it over always takes time because you're gonna have to redo. I don't fucking code. I don't know exactly how
Yeah,
all this shit works. But I'll just assume that's hard because most things in the industry takes some amount of skill.
yeah. I mean, even like watching the little trailer here, like the graphics look. I'm sure it'll look better on PC than it ever did on console. It's just still, like, I don't know.
It's probably just gonna look like Daisy.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's an okay looking game. Well,
I'm
can
sure
be.
NVIDIA filters will help it, unless they block you from using NVIDIA filters.
I don't see why not.
But we'll see. We'll see on the 16th. I'll play it, and I'll do another video on my thoughts on it. I mean, it looks like you get some cool stuff with their like pack.
Well, yeah, it says you get 16 weapons, 16 consumable, and one exclusive
Exclusive
form.
cla-
So, And the only thing that you keep from that is the exclusive uniform
Form.
and the platformer Pioneer title.
Which I guess it's just kind of like, hey, I supported the
It's
game.
just saying, yeah, I support the.
I mean, I spent $100 on Gray Zone Warfare, so like, am I really gonna cry about a $20 game?
$120 to.
But see, I would rather support Gray Zone because I like their concept, and I really think the game will go a lot farther than it is right now if they just figured out how to optimize it for everyone's PC.
Hmm.
But yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. Yeah, that's it. Make sure you sub. See you later.